Welcome back to another episode of Plinkster Outdoors. I'm in Wyoming still. Now, I'm up here with sportswoman Courtney, Mike here, and also with Brian Anderson, and of course myself. It's four of us, and we're hunting with Trophy Ridge Outfitters and also with Open Country Outfitters. Great bunch of guys. If you want any information about their outfitting plans, I will put everything in the description of the video. Go check them out. I've been hunting up here for years. Now, Mike, so you guys saw my video of me shooting my mule deer, and that evening we had to get Mike tagged, filled. So he sat around for a day and a half while we chased mule deer for me, and he just sat there quietly and glassed everything. But after I killed mine that evening, we went out and we went into a different part of the property. Now this is like, how many, 6,000 acre ranch?
Yeah, it's 6,500, something like that.
It's a huge ranch, and so we went to a different part that we haven't been in, and we immediately see this buck. What was he, probably about 700 yards, 700 yards?
He was 650 or so at the time when we saw him, and he was standing up there, and then another one kind of came out. There was two of them just sitting there looking at us for a while.
So we tried to make a move on those two mule deer. Well, we made a move on them, but the wind. If you know anything about deer hunting, wind is important. The wind started swirling. They got our scent, and they took off. So our plans for the next day was to go after that deer in the same spot. We did. We didn't see him. So as we were coming out, our guide Austin said, there's one out in the field. He looks pretty good. We got to get a closer look. So we got about, 500-600 yards from him, got a closer look, and he's like, yeah, we can get a little bit closer on this deer. So we snuck down this riverbed. And how far was that walk?
Oh, it had to be at least 600 yards. It felt like forever.
And it wasn't a straight riverbed, so you had to go this way and this way and this way right here. And it's tall grass, there's snow on the ground, it's muddy as all get out. And if you make a wrong slip, you're going to end up in the river, and you really don't want to do that when it's 20 degrees outside. So we're sneaking around. We get set up. We're about 300 yards, and Mike is using a 30-06, and he's using the new Terminal Ascent ammunition. It's just like the Edge TLR ammunition that I shot my mule deer with at 340 yards, but there's something different about it. Tell us what it is.
So we made a few improvements to them. One of the biggest ones is we perfected the AccuChannel grooving. And so depending on what your caliber is or the grain weight, you may have one groove, two grooves, whatever actually tested out to be the most accurate in that particular cartridge, grain weight and bullet. So we've made some improvements to it to make it even more accurate.
So not only the Edge TLR, it's a great ammunition. I've been using it for a couple of years. It's highly accurate. The BC on it's great, but with this new Terminal Ascent ammunition, it's even more accurate. So it's like best of both worlds, but it's still a bonded bullet. It's got the slip tip, and it's going to perform very well. But anyways, so we finally get up on these deer, and the wind started swirling. And these deer, how many was 30, 40 deer, maybe 50 deer?
It felt like there was 50, but it might have been 30, but there was a lot.
So there was the big buck that we were after, and then there was a smaller buck, and the rest of them were does. Well, a doe smelt us or something. They started doing laps around this field. And at one time we had the deer at 100 yards. He couldn't shoot it because there was a crossbar on the fence. Couldn't shoot through a crossbar, of course. And eventually the deer finally busted out of there, ran up the hill, and Austin, our guide, said, you know what, I think we can get on these deer. So we backed out of there, got back in the side-by-side, went all the way around, and we set up, and here they come. And they came over the hill beautifully, and this guy right here made an amazing shot on this mule deer at 500 yards, and he didn't hardly go anywhere. So check out the footage of that. Good shot. Sent it.
Wow.
Dude.
That was awesome.
Holy cow. What a freaking muley. Heart shot. Look at that shot placement at 500 yards.
Thank you, guys.
Look at that muley.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Good job.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, he's an old, mature buck, I'm sure.
Why didn't we notice that?
I just knew he was good, and I didn't look at him any more than that. I didn't even
Holy
realize he had
cow.
that kicker until now. That's the buck I've been talking about.
That is cool.
That
That is cool. This is a little kicker on the side here.
points are like bladed. The
That's,
front forks are just stupid.
that's
too.
cool.
How far up they
Yes.
That is a beautiful deer. Beautiful deer. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Well, don't thank me. I didn't do nothing.
Congratulations. Nice one. Perfect shot on him.
Holy smokes. That was a great morning. Right,
How far again was it? 500 on the nose?
But right at 500, yep.
Holy smokes.
Yep.
That is a beautiful deer and a beautiful hunt.
Yeah.
I tell you, that first stalk was awesome too when we came up the river bottom or the creek bottom
Crawling
there.
up the river
And I thought for sure it was going to happen right there, and then it just didn't feel right, and it didn't work out. But patience paid off, I guess, on this. Huh?
yeah.
Wow. Very cool.
Nice getting